Hey, YouTube! We are back with episode 4 of our Dragon Age Let's Play. Playing as an Arcane Warrior, Dragon Age Origins. We're going to go ahead and keep going through the Kocari Wilds where we left off last time. We were just given the task by Duncan to go into the Kocari Wilds and collect 3 vials of Darkspawn blood along with some scrolls from the ancient Warden stronghold here that that gives the Wardens the ability to recruit from various other races. So let's keep going through the Kocari Wilds here and keep seeing if we can't find...
No end to these blasted things.
Oh, so we found some...
Right to the face!
We've already found some Darkspawn here.
I love how desperate you are.
Set them on fire. You keep dealing with him. You should take out this one because he is the most...
Pathetic!
Fire should deal a good bit of damage, and then I'll also throw in a little bit of the Mind Blast. That should stun them all. How's Jory doing over there? He's doing surprisingly well, so, you know.
Dead yet?
You're gonna regret this! Strike at me if you dare!
See, I say he's doing well, and then all of a sudden he forgets how to fight for a little bit. So I believe we have like 2 vials. Yeah, we got 2 vials of blood, so we're waiting on finding the rest. He's got some wolves attacking Darkspawn over there.
Careful. Sense of darkspawn nearby. Let's be on your guard.
Oh, so we just got ambushed by some Darkspawn. So luckily they tend to default to Alistair. Catch them all, they're all grouped up with some fire.
I'll get on it.
That way we can gain the experience from killing them.
Now's better than later.
Okay, we've got the vial of Darkspawn blood, so we have all the blood that we need. Oh, and this is actually Missionary Rigby. This is Jogby's father. So this will actually continue the quest here. So this is the Tainted Blood, so we have the 3 vials of Darkspawn blood. And this will actually continue the Last Will and Testament. We found the Last Will and Testament of someone named Rigby, the body of the Kocari Wilds. Find the cache mentioned in the will and take it to Jeddah in Redcliffe. So let's
Try
see.
not to stain the shirt, it's new.
Oh, excuse me. If let's see if we, of course not. That's unfortunate. So Davith is not the best at picking locks, which kind of sucks for us here a little bit, but it's not a tragedy. I don't think there's anything in these chests that is overly valuable, so we're not missing out on too much gold from there. There is actually a mod. I don't have it installed because I want a bit more of a vanilla experience for this playthrough. But there is a mod called Lock Bash where you can use your strength abilities to smash open certain chests, which super useful if you're not planning to run a rogue or if you're early in the game and you
What do you know? More darkspawn about. Prepare for random violence.
Huh? Yeah, we've got Darkspawn somewhere. Oh, there they are.
Can I get you a lamp so you can get on?
Dead yet?
So these are probably the ambushes that caught those other patrols off guard. They're relatively low-level darkspawn, which makes you think your average patrol here in the Dragon Age universe isn't the best. So the last will actually will guide you to this area. It'll talk about a green standing stone and this path here. So if you take it, you'll find
Foolish
those
creature,
wolves.
it should know better than to attack.
So they're coming after me, but they will eventually default to... They will eventually default to the warriors because they have a higher... they have a higher armor, and I think that's generally how the threat works. So let's make sure he's focused there.
I'll get on it.
Yeah, there we go. So let's have you focus that one. I will focus that one. And Davith will focus that one as well. Actually, let's have him pin the Alpha Wolf. We don't want to deal with the Alpha just yet. I'm seeing a little bit too much damage, so let's go ahead and use our Mind Blast ability. So he's doing pretty good. Let's see, let's get Davith to attack this wolf here. And then he'll attack this one. Jory, continue your I'm gonna move slightly over and I'm gonna set these two on fire. Starting to deal some damage there. Keep swapping over to that one, even though I think he's set to attack enemy attacking main character. Oh, I see. So hero, let's see, attack enemy, let's see, target of party member, the main character. There we go. So now he'll actually attack the right person. See, I misread that in the last episode there. So we'll focus as much as we can. We don't want Alistair to fall here. So what I think I'll do is I'll put these healing items in his inventory so that he has access, and we'll use a quick healing item on him just so that we don't run the risk of dying. Okay, now we can... Now we'll all focus over here. And since the Alpha Wolf actually got distracted by me, that comes in handy. Alright, awesome. So now we can take all the wolf pelts, we can sell these later to the quartermaster for a good chunk of change. And I don't think we have any more here, so then we continue up here. So this is the chest that holds a chastened cache, and it actually holds a letter as well. It's a farewell to Jogby, and it also leads us to another cache and the last will and testament of Rigby, who was up there, who we found.
My Grey Warden sense is tingling. We're in danger again. On you go!
Oh, it's a bit too much. Let's make sure they can't attack us. Let's move Davith a little ways away so they stop attacking him.
Now, better than later.
Okay. So here's where we're actually going to get into a bit of a more difficult fight. Not this one specifically, but the one that comes after it. So what we're going to do, we're going to send Jory over here to hit this guy, and we're actually going to send Alistair, and we'll put him in shield cover mode.
On it.
We'll have you help out for now.
Right.
we'll have Alistair do... So we're going to have Alistair come up and attack these guys.
Right.
I'm going to help out a little bit with that Hurlock down there, but then mostly it's going to be... Mostly we're going to have to focus on these guys. Whoop. So we'll have him attack the last one. Alistair should be taking the brunt of those hits.
Right away.
I'm going to come over and try to set them all on fire here. The way that Alistair's positioned himself, he's actually made it so I can't get them all. So I'll get these three.
Got it.
And so we'll change targets with Jory. We're actually going to have him catch out this guy. Because I think we have him. Yeah, so we'll do this. We'll try to pin that one down so that he stops attacking so much. And then we're going to see if we can't take him out. And then do a quick Mind Blast. Let's attack the slightly more damaged one. Alistair.
Right.
I should get off my back.
Alistair can attack that one. Davith can come over here, and then he's going to be attacking the same one.
Get off my back.
The same one as me. And Jory's doing his thing. He's doing his best.
I think we work well together.
Okay, so over there is actually a larger grouping of Darkspawn. So that's probably going to be our more difficult fight.
Now's better than later. All right, all right.
In all honesty, so that's the one we have to kind of plan for. This is the one where I tend to have somebody fall over and die. And we're going to attempt not to have that happen. Okay. So what I'd like to do is only attract about half of them first.
Here I am.
Let's see, let's go into our inventory and make sure you're equipped with some healing. We'll make sure I'm equipped with some healing and some mana healing. I have a feeling I'll be using a few spells here and there. And I don't think there's anything that we need beyond that. We'll have Alistair walk in first.
Time for some fun.
To attract some attention. But we won't have him run in there just yet. We'll have our archer and we'll have the main guy and our archer attacking their archer, and we'll have Alistair kind of attract the attention of these guys. Perfect. So then that will do that, and then he'll attack the same guy as Alistair while we're whittling away at their archer over there. Nice. So then we'll focus over here. Actually, we'll have you do like a... we'll save the pinning shot, because that'll come in super handy, but we don't really need it that badly.
All right.
I think we work well together.
Okay, so there we were able to actually pull them apart a little bit. And then we have, you can see, I don't know if I can scroll that far, no I can't, but there's some more Darkspawn over there that we also are going to have to fight. But this way we've separated them out a lot more, made it a lot easier for ourselves. So now, same process, we'll have them hold off. Alistair's going to draw them. Then we'll have Davith, and I'll have him walk over a little bit, get a better angle and attack that guy, while Alistair goes in there. And Shori goes in once Alistair's taken the brunt of it. Looks like we've got another couple of darkspawn coming in, but they shouldn't be too much for us to deal with. So we're going to have Alistair split off over there, and we're going to have this guy attack the gen lock. He should be able to hold it off.
As you wish.
They won't know what hit them.
Easy enough. And then we will have you do a pinning shot to keep him still. And I'm going to help out Alistair because I think Jory's pretty much got that gen lock sorted. Just go ahead and send the Hurlock on fire. And Jory's struggling. That's okay.
Excellent! That awesome!
There we go. Problems solved. Now we can take what they have on their corpses, come over to the hidden cache, and we're going to take this lockbox and bring it to Jeddah. We won't be mean. And then we'll take here, that's Rigby's Field Journal. It's another little cache that we have over here. And it's going to actually tell us the signs of the Chasen. So now you can see, while I'm holding tab, I have these Chasen trail signs. So those are going to lead us to another cache of valuable items that we'll be able to sell. So now we're going to make our way around kind of the back way from where we were. This is an alternate path, but I don't like it as much because you can't really... I don't know if there's an easy way to kind of attract a few of them. This kind of wall almost acts as a barrier to their sight.
Now's better than later.
So you can attract a few of them at a time. If you come in this way, you're going to attract that group and this group pretty much immediately. So the more trail signs, if you look at your map, you'll actually see that the trail signs are marked here. So when you find a trail sign, it'll mark you on the map where you're supposed to be looking for the next trail sign. And you can also hold the tab key, and that'll show you where the clickable area is for those trail signs. So it's something to look out for in this area. So this is the path from before, where you had that one Hurlock and then all those archers. I think if we were coming this way, that Hurlock would basically stop us here and prevent us from moving, and then all those archers would rain down hell from on high. But since we came at it
Over here.
almost in reverse, that actually works to our advantage. So that's our next field sign. So the next one is going to be a little bit of ways down this way. Right here. We'll kind of have to backtrack a little bit. You'll probably see that I'm holding tab a lot in my playthroughs. It's because I haven't memorized the exact locations of everything in the game, but I do have a general area of things. The tab tends to highlight things that you might miss, like some items that I know they have that excuse me, that sparkling animation, which sometimes highlights. Let's see, I think it's okay. So it's right there. Some items have that sparkling animation, like this chest here has that sparkling, and like some fallen enemies will have that sparkling animation, which tends to help a little bit, but it's not perfect, so you sometimes will miss a few things.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
Yeah, those are the dark spawn for you. Excessive. So I think our next field sign is going to be further on into the map, so we'll just keep moving. Now the next thing I'm going to do here, so this is where you can see it's kind of more darkspawn territory, because you can see they start to put up their own little altars and their own like desecrations of things, and obviously the hanging corpses. So that's kind of like the Darkspawn's thing, is they corrupt, they put up their
More
painted
Darkspawn.
effigies. So what I'm gonna do, nope, not that, I'm going to use my force field ability on this Hurlock emissary.
Kill them all.
Dead yet?
And the reason for that is it's actually going to allow us to
Drill.
Just die.
it's going to allow us to get up next to him. So Alistair can run up there while we let me see if I can spin the camera and focus. So we want to focus him down. Okay, now we're gonna. Oh my gosh. Okay. Deal with him, will you? I'm gonna go.
Yes.
Basically, the second there he is. Second he's out, I want to shield bash him so that he doesn't.
Is it time to kill?
I missed him. So the idea there was meant to. Balls. That is unfortunate. Okay, so this is actually, we're going to be in a much... Oh, I think he's casting a fireball. Yeah, he is. So let's move our guys back.
They won't know what hit them.
He's probably going to die. Shoot. Okay, Jory, I need you up front. Dealing with this.
Ready.
While the mage backs up, let's back up all our guys. He'll use a healing potion and kind of back up. I need you not focusing on them. I need you to focus on that guy. Let's focus on him. Actually, if we can... Is that an archer back there? Or...
On it.
Okay, looks like he hasn't fully registered that we're here yet. Let's have everybody back up. I want that Hurlock emissary by himself.
Can I get you a ladder?
We'll use our one healing with
Please,
Alistair.
we can get on
We really don't want our tank going down.
my back.
Right to the base.
So these ropes are going to actually act as a barrier for his spells, I think. So this will... For now, this is to our advantage.
Dead yet? This part take.
He doesn't really...
On it.
Okay. So I've got my force field back up.
I'll get
Move the group.
on it. Now's better than later.
So what we're going to do is we're going to immediately hit him with a force field. That'll buy us time again. Alistair's going to go after this Hurlock archer. And we'll send Jory over here to take out that guy, and we'll have Davith help out with this archer.
In a little.
We triggered a trap. It was... Oh boy. Okay, so... We're gonna have to take out this guy by ourselves.
Over your head.
I don't think the worst. Let's see if we can pin him down. What's Jory doing? Jory's trying, doing his best. Let's throw some heavy metal at him. I don't think I'm going to be able to deal enough damage quickly enough. So we're going to move a little bit forward and set him on fire. Yeah, that should be him dead pretty soon. So I need Alistair to move up and use his shield bash. We need to take out that emissary. Jory's still struggling with that genlock.
Is it time to kill something?
Okay, he's probably going to send lightning at me because I'm focus of his ability, so I'll send... Oh, looks like Alistair got close enough to be the target. Okay. We'll need you to do your shield pummel. I can't really help out with too much. Davith is doing his best. Jory just finished this guy off, so he's going to go up against that emissary soon, but he's low
They
on
won't know
stamina.
what hit them.
One down.
All right.
Okay, let's give... Don't need that since we don't have any. Let's give Alistair a little bit more healing.
Where's your command?
Ooh, that was close. So obviously that would have worked a lot better had one, our guys not been in stepped in every single trap they could. Ooh, a pinch of ashes. So I think that actually gave us another quest. Oh no, it didn't. It just kind of gave us like a random objective, unmarked.
I'll get on it. All
go.
right, all right.
So like I was saying before,
What's this?
with the original intent was to kind of stop the Herlock emissary here and then fight him on the bridge so that we don't have to deal with the traps that are laid out over here. Oh, found the last one. So yeah, that's something that we have to be kind of on the lookout for. Until we get a higher level thief, we are going to be very susceptible to the traps. So normally rogues tend to be able to discover traps pretty easily, but because Davith is such a low level thief and not highly trained in that, he seems to forget.
More darkspawn. Close by. Drill.
No end to these blasted things.
Dead yet?
Yeah, that's right. What did I tell you?
Now's better than later.
Okay, and then the chase and cache that we got from all the field signs, we got a whole bunch of stuff. Now, let's go through a few things because I think we got some stuff that might actually be really useful for us. Let's see, the Dark Spawn Staff, not so much. We do deal some spirit damage, but we do also have a lot of fire damage, so not super useful. So there's the Chastened Robes, not so good because we're not going to be much in melee. I think, though, we got some stuff that I'd like to give Alistair. So the Thane Helmet increases his defenses and gives him a nice headpiece. Kind of makes him look like a weird sort of Viking. Those horns don't really scream Viking, but you know they'll do. For Davith, I don't really have anything, but for Jory, I think we got a weapon a while back. Here we go, the Chastened Flat Blade. So that is going to be way better than the Balanced Greatsword that he has right now. We could also give him the Chastened Crusher, but I prefer the Chastened Flat Blade just because he already doesn't hit that well to begin with, so why, you know, mess with his ability to hit stuff already. Let's see, and then I think we can put the, where was it? I think it was like the Apprentice? Yeah, the Apprentice Amulet. So we'll put that on Alistair to increase his armor, make him a bit more survivable. And the Ice Band is not a bad option, make him a little bit more resistant to cold. The rest of this, it's not really useful to our guys. I mean, we can give them some stuff. Let's see. I think Jory tends to run out of stamina really quick, so if we give him the Charm of Still Waters, he'll be able to have a little bit higher stamina value, so you get an extra 5 stamina. And that's basically it. I suppose Spirit Resistance isn't bad with this Ephemeralist's belt. I don't know what that word means. I'll have to This plain string of leather bears the mark of the formori beneath the buckle. Formari. Learn things every day. I don't know what those are. I am going to be curious and probably look them up later. So I think that's good for now. So we'll keep moving with our newly equipped guys. We'll just really quickly reactivate the fire, because when you unequip melee weapons, I don't know if the fire transfers super easily. So now we got fire on all our guys. And that pinch of ash that we got off of that corpse is actually going to be useful over here.
All right, all right.
So, okay, Alistair doesn't have the condition, and he does. So that's fine. So we'll go ahead and activate the pinch of ash. Sprinkle the ash on the pile of stones. And we're supposedly supposed to get a wish, but instead it summons a demon, because of course. So first we're going to go with Jory and use his pommel strike right away. We're going to move Davith away. So the stunning doesn't work on him, but knockdowns actually do. So we'll be using a lot of knockdowns in this fight. I think he might be resistant to fire. We're actually going to save our force field. In case we need it, we can encase him in a force field. So Jory's going to probably start dying soon because he was hit with fire.
Let's grab some glory!
Let's see, is his pommel strike? It is, so let's see if we can't pommel strike. Yeah, I think Jory's probably going to end up dying, so let's encase Jory in a force field.
That's right!
Oh!
Right then.
I picked the wrong guy! I didn't mean it, I was joking. Okay, Wendy, is your knockdown available?
Okay!
Okay. And then we'll go like that, and we'll...
Give me a ladder so you can get off my back.
Nicely done!
Okay, so Jory didn't die because we protected him with
Now's better than later.
our force field, and we got the Enchanter's Footing, which increases our melee defense, which we don't really need on our caster too much, so we're not going to be utilizing that. Though potentially, I think maybe we will eventually use that as a decent set of boots. I don't think there was anything over here to memory. I think it was just like the alternative path if you didn't use the... See some more of like the effigies of the Darkspawn and some more mutilated corpses because the Darkspawn are the worst. But yeah, that doesn't look like there's anything that's gonna be... Yeah, see, those are like old... I think these used to be old elven statues or even potentially Tevinter statues that the Darkspawn twisted to their own means. So we'll keep running. Here's, I think, another place where you could potentially get the flower and then another place. I think even another one over there. So those are a bunch of places that you could potentially get the flowers that you need to get that to finish that kennel master's quest. We're gonna walk up and we're gonna see if we can't attract a few things without attracting too many things. So we're gonna focus on these two.
And how?
And we're gonna have Alistair kind of stand and stand and tank some of these blows.
Off we go.
Here's your command.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Let's have these
I'll get
two
on
move
it.
over here. And start attacking over there.
Yes.
All right.
So we're going to send Alistair up front to take the attention of the Hurlock Alpha. We'll send Jory to grab the attention of the Hurlock.
Right away.
We're going to keep our main guy back a little bit because we don't want to attract anyone's attention with him. And then we're going to start hammering away on this dude. Okay, well done. So now you will try to pin him down while I attack him. I'm gonna take a bit of a risk and go up a little bit. We're gonna see if we can't shield pummel him. And I'm going to set him on fire. Now I say this is risky because I'm using up a lot of mana. Okay, so he didn't.
Show them no mercy.
I think we work well together.
That's good. His attention didn't go to me, so it very well could have, and that would have, because I was so low on health, that could have that would definitely have killed me. So, got lucky there. Don't want to get too overconfident with my mage, especially because he will always be a bit squishier than I expect him to be, even as I'm eventually going to build him as a pseudo tank. Well, he's going to be the tank of the party as the Arcane Warrior, but I'm eventually going to build him in that way. So he's always going to be a little bit squishier until he gets the bigger armor. Okay. Now we're going to go through this. Oh, I probably should have deactivated the rock armor.
Well, well. What have we here?
Yeah, that wasn't creepy or nothing.
Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
I'm neither. The Grey Wardens once owned this tower.
'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wilds, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, handsome lad. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized.
I am Matthias. A pleasure to meet you.
Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Then who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother. Did you assume I spawned from a log?
A thieving, weird talking log, perhaps?
Not all in the wilds are monsters. Flowers grow as well as toads. If you wish, I will take you to my mother. 'Tis not far from here, and you may ask her for your papers if you like.
We should get those treaties, but I dislike this Morrigan's sudden appearance. It's too convenient.
Tell us more about your mother first.
She prefers her privacy, but I imagine she will be curious enough why you are here. Come, see for yourself.
Why are you interested in helping us?
Why not? I do not meet many people here. Are you all so mistrustful?
I want an honest answer. Are you a Witch of the Wilds?
Have I been dishonest? Some call us witches, yes, but purely out of superstition.
You know what the Circle of Magi is, don't you? The Circle requires an accounting of all mages. That is the law of the land and the Chantry.
If you wish to tell your chantry about me, go ahead. I have nothing to fear from priests.
I say we go with her.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you. Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, David. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
He makes a
There's
good
a
point.
smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Do you possess a different viewpoint? Or do you believe as the others do?
I'm not sure what to believe.
A statement that possesses more wisdom than it implies. Be always aware. Or is it oblivious? I can never remember. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
What do you mean the threat is greater than they realize?
Either the threat is more, or they realize less. Or perhaps the threat is nothing. Or perhaps they realize nothing. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Okay, so we made it back to the camp, and now we can go and submit that flower to the kennel master over here.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
Is this the flower you're looking
Let
for?
me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
How long before there's an improvement?
A day, maybe 2. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
Do you think that's possible?
Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... well, take another look.
Fair enough. Deactivate the rock armor just in case something goes haywire with the graphics again. Well, not that I believe that's what's causing it, but you never know with these types of things. We can go up here and check on the... I wonder if the priest is still here. The priest is still here and looking...
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new
Whoops.
Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
No, I'd prefer not.
Then begone, heathen. That the Grey Wardens accept the likes of you is forever their greatest weakness.
Wow, straight to calling me heathen. That's cool. You know, that wasn't necessary at all. Seems excessive.
I must continue my prayer. Another can assist you.
Hush, my dear. You'll only open your wounds.
Okay, so hopefully those graphic glitches have been sorted. It seems that they have been, but I guess we just have to keep an eye out for any kind of anomalies that are happening.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
We have.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Maybe we should tell him about Morgan and her mother.
There was a woman at the tower and her mother had the scrolls. They were both very... odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
Now will you tell us what this ritual is all about?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
Is that why the joining is so secret?
If only such secrecy were unnecessary, and all understood the necessity of such sacrifice. Sadly, that will never be so.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
I mean, I don't like this any more than you do.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
I mean, you make a good point.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them?
Maybe
you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood, and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Those who survive?
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
You got this, buddy. We're gonna make you a proper rogue archer thing. Okay, totally normal. This is fine. Everything's fine.
Breath.
I am sorry.
My guy? Oh, he did.
Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No. You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
There's no glory in any of this. That was never the point.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden. It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
I mean, nothing you said prepared me for that.
Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the King.
What kind of meeting?
The King is discussing strategy for the upcoming battle. I am not sure why he has requested your presence. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
It's probably because I'm that cool. And also, Jesus! Or I guess, by the Maker. Alright, so we gained enough experience to level up from all that madness. Let's go ahead and pump some more points into magic. Another into willpower. We'll do that. So we do want to eventually, 27? Yeah, forget that one in willpower. Let's go all the way up to 27 and get Fireball. That's going to be crazy useful to us in the coming fights. And I think we will go with Mana Drain. Arguably is good, it'll be good for the anti-magic build that we're going to eventually be going for. Not so much anti-magic burst, maybe anti-magic ward would be okay, because this guy is going to really be operating as our tank and Templar, since we don't have a Templar, so we're going to be using a lot of this anti-magic, this Mana Clash, Mana Drain, Mana Cleanse abilities. But and that kind of lends itself to some of these abilities. I think anti-magic ward the caster wards an ally against all spells and spell effects, beneficial or hostile for a short time. Might not be the best idea. Dispel magic is okay, removes all dispellable effects from the target friendly fire possible. The anti-magic burst does the same thing, I think, as the dispel magic, but it dispels everything in an area. So I think what we'll do is go down this mana drain line, definitely going down the spirit line down to the crushing prison. Fireball, not so much into Inferno, but Fireball is going to be really good for us. This is Spell Power, which would be okay. I mean, the more Spell Power, I think our Strength is going to be our Spell Power is going to is going to increase our damage. So we're probably eventually going to go into Spell Power. Staff Focus is a little bit less useful since we're not going to be using staves as much, but we'll kind of like use staves as the opening weapon and then switch to Sword and Board essentially. Sword and Shield. I don't think Petrify, Earthquake are going to be overly useful to us. Stone Fist maybe if we have the points for it, but I mean this is the knockdown right here. So Walking Bomb would be really cool if we couple that. I've never used Animate Dead either, so maybe Fireball. We're going to try Fireball and kind of like Walking Bomb combo. That should be pretty cool. So these are kind of our utilities right here. These are going to be our damage, our heavy damage spells. So if we Walking Bomb somebody and then Fireball to knock down that area, that's going to basically create two explosions one after the other, and I think the Walking Bomb is actually relatively cheap for 32 and this activation's 42. So might be a little bit difficult to activate with both Flaming Weapon and the Rock Armor active. Oh, so we do have the key. So this is the chest that prisoner was talking about from before. So this is what we can get in here. The Enchanter's Arming Cap is going to be really good for us right now. Acolyte Staff is kind of pointless. Flask, single flask is okay, and we got another health potion, plus some money. So we'll equip. We also got back all the stuff that we got off of Sir Jory and Davith. Kind of sucks to lose the rogue, but it is what it is. So Enchanter's Arming Cap, we'll definitely equip ourselves with that. Then let's go back over here and talk to the Quartermaster, sell off some stuff.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Let's look at your other goods real quick.
So long as you keep it quiet.
Well, it depends what you have in here, like if it's contraband. So Acid Flax, I don't have anybody that uses poison right now, so these are kind of useless to me. Same with these, I don't usually use those. I think I'll need was it a Frost Shock? I think it was a Life Stone, so we can still have the Frost Shocks, but we can always get more later. Death Roots are not super useful. These guys will be pretty useful, same with this, with my limited herbalism ability. One dagger we can get rid of. The balanced greatsword is okay to get rid of. This guy we might hold on to, but this barbarian mace and this mace, chase and crusher, we're not going to use. Wild's bow we'll hold on to. Is it a short bow? It is. So its range I think is a little bit lower. Yeah, it's 22 instead of 37. Dark spot crossbow we don't want, so we're not going to be using the bolts that go along with it. Fire arrows would be good, regular arrows not necessary. We're not going to be using any of these staffs. Studded leather armor eventually we're going to use, so we'll hold on to that. Hold on to these enchantings, the Enchanter's Footing, because it might be useful eventually. Chainmail armor as well. Don't need these two. Don't need the chastened robes too much. We'll get rid of 2 of them. We'll hold on to 1 in case we want it. Warden's Oath, not super useful to us, maybe when we get more tanky. And I think that's basically it. I think we can sell the quartz. These are for the shale. Those things are for shale. Oh, we got all these wolf belts we can sell. Those crystals are for shale, which we won't have access to for a little bit, so we won't worry too much about her just yet. We'll get some. Which way do we have? 4. Let's focus on the health potions for now. I don't think we've got the heavy chainmail, but it's a bit expensive for us right now, so we're not going to get it. Let's talk to him again. And
hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
yeah, let's get
Let me know what you'd like.
your regular stuff. We might be able to get a second backpack. There it is. And that's going to be super useful to us, along with all of these health potions and all of these lyrium potions. Since I don't have a huge amount of high-cost spells, it's not a big deal that I'm not getting a lot of those. Toxic extracts we'll be able to get. It's for another quest, but we'll get those in the wild later, so we don't have to bother with those. And just in case, I'm gonna get a couple of injury kits. Just because I got a bad feeling. Just because I got a bad feeling. So we'll end it here. We're going to go and have the conversation with the king, figure out what the battle plan is in the next episode. They're all down there, and we'll go and have that conversation with them next time. So for now, I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and we will see everybody in the next episode. Have a good one.